Legends. Hey yo. Hey yo yo yo. It's past level 40 time. So now, Ethernet Rally, what I have been preparing you for the whole time, and why do people end up getting cooked a little bit once they get to this point and be like, oh damn, how am I even supposed to do this mode? There is not much content to get resources from 40 to 50. Ethernet and Affinity Train are extremely important. If you do not have a blue team built by the time Affinity Train comes around, you're going to struggle with that because you need a blue team built. That mode is locked to a blue element, and you can only use Lien and Freya outside of the blue elements. And you have the blue element built, and you have Lien and Freya. So I hope you did not skip Freya because you're being bad if you skip Freya. The Scion, if whoever tells you that you should skip that banner is an a-hole. Like I'm going to give you an example real quick because this continues to be a thing, and I don't know why it's a thing. People just making up stuff. I don't know. So look at that golden face right there. We're gonna go even further than that. Look at that golden face right there. Look at that golden face all the way there. Like this is like current in game. That's why I've said, community, you can't listen to every source. You don't necessarily have to listen to me, but I'm gonna put objective truths out here. This is objective truth. This character, I mean, she was about fourth down, but she's still up here, right? She's a do everything character. She's an all-star. She's more meta than Tia. And then the only two, Miyuki's in my guild. Miyuki finishes. Grats, Miyuki. As you can see, there's only two people who actually finished this. They're both whales, but still, there's only two people who actually finished this, and she's in there. So when you see all of the people, like I heard on this site, you should skip the BS. BS. Do not skip that character. You're just making stuff harder for yourself. So with that said, we're gonna head over to Ethernet Rally. Now, the cool thing about Ethernet Rally is you're going to start to be able to use set teams. So here's one of the reasons why I say you can't skip Lien. You need dark DPS, you need light, and you need red, obviously. You're probably going to need a healer, but you can use Miss Val for that. Yall does exceedingly well in this, and the purpose of all of this right now is you need to get each elemental path to this middle point right here where you're fighting Lindell, basically, which is like super Doki and stuff like that. And you're gonna have teams. Well, can I even do better with this right now? Cause I'm pretty sure Marvel don't have a lot of gear on. So he's just out there. Neither is Dorothy and Doki and Messiah. So here's the cool thing of what you can do. You can ride your strong element a little while. I know my blue team is definitely not the strong element because I just got Heinrich yesterday. Ren is okay. And Kraken might be a little bit okay. So I want to see. Can Tia like protect them? Because Tia is like the only sustain on the whole team, basically. This might be a train wreck. I mean, we do got the thing. One shot, man. All right, so they're both towing it now. Good job, Ting. This is like the first fight, and like my entire right side is not really built. I mean, they're okay, but nothing to write home about. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to ride red team a little bit, so we can unlock basic hub where you have a chance of getting items, which you'll see right here. As you get to certain points, you start to unlock that, and you be able to get those. You be able to take those items for your own. What you want to do is you want to get to the point, which we'll go over here. I think I get a character right there. I get a character right there. So we'll challenge this with red, because red obviously is my best unit right now, or my best unit squad to do. And you see that you can actually use characters in multiple areas. You see my Ting is in this party too. This team had good balance, so I'm gonna have to let red do a lot to unlock characters for my other side. Now, what I mean by unlocking characters is you get the opportunity to actually bring in shadow characters, and you can use those shadow characters that kind of like help out your weaker teams. Damn, I thought you couldn't use the Ting without Lily. More misinformation. Obviously, she's going to help anybody and has a good pairing, but there's no such thing as you can't. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to bring blue over here. Ugh. Is blue even going to be able to take care of Onkoros, though? Let's see here. So I guess I can go... I would have to go that way, then. Oh, no, I do have a fusion point. All right, so I can bring in... Is this even going to help? I guess, well, Kachi. There's a Lilith. I guess Kachi could help. And I would for real have to get them down there on blue. All right, so what I can do is I can take Kraken out because he's not built to handle anything, and I can bring Kachi in. Okay. And then obviously the more character stuff that I can actually unlock, I can kind of like help out other sides. But really what I need to have happen is I just need to get Rin and Heinrich more built. Ultimately, though, in order to get to the end of this, I did complete this a few times on the beta test. You need to have strong units. Now, the game gives you those 45 units, but they're not that strong. They're like outstanding gear level, if you understand what that means. That's the lavender gear. They're like that level. So once you start getting towards the end, they get outmatched. So your characters that you make will be stronger, which is why I religiously say don't reset Lien and don't skip Freya, because you're definitely going to need them in this mode by the time you get towards the end. In fact, it just makes it going through all of this a whole lot easier. So we have that convergence point to actually do right here. We can go behind. We can actually go behind and then go get characters there. Let's see if we can win this fight. It might end up being Tien to Ting carrying. He look okay damage for not to be super built. Yeah, we almost got the kill on that. How that guy? Oh, I was about to say, how he even still alive? There you go. Tia with her sustain. How many stacks you got? One more. Hit her again. AoE, come on. No, you want to. There she goes. A free Victor would be nice. They gave me a free Victor. I'm about to lose Heinrich. Yeah, Heinrich lived. Thank you. All right, let's see what we get. Not helping. Not helping at all. These are two elements I'm actually strong in. But I guess I could just take Chiaki, right? I did make it over here, though. I don't think they're ready to do that. I would have to go over here and do that. But then we also have this team. This team is also interesting. I have to actually slow Val. Excuse me, slow Val down. They just ain't even gonna get a turn, hardly. Let's get cooked. This is a team you don't get to play. All right, so we'll go over to the left in a second. Well, later. I want to see, like, they can just rattle off so much damage. Yeah, so she's gonna push back, get back again, and get back a third time. He gonna nuke. Now we have Dream Guide on. They got pushed back again. That's messed up. Straight up, you don't get to play. Does everybody die? Kraken has like almost no gear on too. I mean, not Kraken, Marvel. Same thing. Look at all the debuffs on that right one. He having a bad day. Yep. He had a very bad day. All right, so fusion point. Oh, ooh, a Ling though. Damn, what would I have to do? I would have to go like up here, probably, because they kind of like holding off on giving me the really good stuff. See what the leaderboard looking like. 86%. You are a gangster, sir. That means you are all right here. They're all in the middle right there. They're 80%, 86%. They probably have a weak element that's holding them back, and they have to build up the element. That's kind of like how it works. Which is why I was kind of like trying to prep you guys with the Army of 5 stuff early. So you would have to, you just wouldn't have any like slow progression. Basically, you would come into this mode prepared. Even with me doing the Army of 5, the blue element for me is weak right now. I can handle green and red, but blue is weak because I just wasn't getting a lot of blue stuff. But it's fine because I have units that I can actually bring up to make things easier. Like I have Ren, I have Kraken, I have Bornier as well. I wanted either Rosa or Obero because they would make things easier, but it's still possible with what I have right now. And how you can rock out. So hopefully coming in you have a smooth transition and you just won't get overwhelmed immediately in the beginning. If you've been following along with me, you should be relatively prepared to at least have 2 out of the 3 paths that you can do something, so you can just get like the shadow characters that help out your third path. If it's a third path weekend, or if you just literally have just one path that you can handle right now, you can probably just get in and get like the 2 shadow characters from the path, and hopefully the path would be something that will help out at least one other, so you can get those 2 in the other path, and then you can use the combination of the 4 to help out the final path. And that's how you handle Ethernet rally. It's as hard as you make it, basically. And this mode literally is flesh out your account mode. Hopefully you have by this time, which is why I was teaching the way that I was teaching the entire time, to get you prepared for this, because there's a lot of resources in here to get. It's not super hard. You just need to be prepared for it. So hopefully you got your Army of 5 ready. Your 10 to 15 characters that are built to take this on, because even though you're getting the help, like I said, once you start getting to this inner ring right here where the 4 bosses are, they ain't gonna play with you, dog. They ain't playing. Like, you got to have built characters for this, and your shadow characters aren't gonna help that much. Like I said, they're outstanding level geared characters, and the characters that you have by now are going to be greatly stronger than that. So that's all we have for Ethernet Rally. Hopefully you guys are good on that. We're not going to take too much more time. We're just going to summon and get out of here because I just want to. And we got 38 summons. This is probably going to be the last day that I actually even get this many summons, because the hyperlink charter is like few and far between now once you get beyond 40. This is where like you're either saving or just doing what you want to do, and I'm just going to do what I want to do and get myself to 50. Let's see what happens, because obviously we're fishing for Rosa and Obero, which Obero is SR, but apparently the game hate me. Oh, why the hell is it so hard to get a damn SR? Look at this. Then remember to add 40 to the count. That's what we're going to be doing this today. I don't believe it, yo. I can't. Why is it so hard to get that particular character? I get a gold before I get over. I don't even know what to say no more, yo. I just don't know what to say anymore. What's this, 30 now? The cost dupe. Got a brother. I mean, that's cool. So what's that? Cost dupe. 25. We're putting that down. So at 481, got claw. Last shot. I actually feel like I'm being trolled. Wow. Bao is supposed to be rare than Obero, by the way. I just want to like, I don't believe it, dog. Like, I hope whatever the next banner is targeted, that they actually put Obero there, because that is ridiculous, yo. I'm going to be going on 500 and not see that character at all. Like, I'm not even like, I want Rosa, but I'm not even counting on her. I'm like more fishing for Obero than anything. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, I now have 4 stars. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Obviously we're gonna need to bring in Messiah at some point, so he's gonna be 14, and Lingois tomorrow is gonna be 15. And I actually got 2 Shadow Red prints from going through Ember Trek today. I ended up on the double, and then it landed on the Shadow Red print. So I'm like 2 in for getting another 6-star. So we're like on track for everything else. Also, keep in mind, if you want to follow whatever I'm doing, you can just look at my character profile and look at the fights and see what I like, what I did to knock everything out, for, in the fight and stuff like that. But that's about it. That's all we got right now. Hopefully you guys are prepared for this, having fun with it. There's a lot of resources in this after 40. And it's a fun mode. It's fun just to go through and get some characters. Maybe you don't even have the character that will help you in a particular element, and you can do well in it. So I will see you guys next video. Be legendary, and peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.